The Florida Everglades is a place of secrets, where life and death are always close at hand. In December 2022, researchers from the Conservancy of Southwest Florida made a shocking find near Naples, the headless body of a massive Burmese python. This wasn't just any python, it was Loki, a tracked male, 13 feet long and over 50 pounds. The way Loki died was unlike anything the team had seen. His head and neck were cleanly severed, gnawed off with brutal efficiency. The head was missing, and the ground showed signs of a fierce struggle. Who could have done this? Alligators and panthers are powerful, but this attack was different, calculated, not just opportunistic. The researchers who use radio-tagged pythons like Loki to find breeding females knew this was more than a random death. They documented the scene, noting drag marks and attempts to conceal the kill. The predator had not only killed the snake, but tried to hide its prize, a clue that pointed away from a simple ambush. The idea that a native animal could take down an apex predator like an adult Burmese python was almost unbelievable. The mystery had just begun. The team shifted from biologists to detectives, determined to solve the mystery. Searching the area, they found a cache, a pile of pine needles and leaves. Beneath it, Loki's severed head and neck gnawed and scarred by sharp teeth. This pointed to a mammal, one that stashes food for later. To catch the culprit, they set up a motion-activated trail camera at the site. The next morning, the camera revealed the killer, an adult bobcat, confidently returning to claim its prize. The footage was clear, but the team needed more proof. Back in the lab, a necropsy revealed sharp, curved claws embedded in the snake's flesh, matching a bobcat perfectly. The evidence was irrefutable. A bobcat had killed, decapitated and cached a python 4 times its weight. This was a landmark moment. A native predator had taken down an invasive giant. The discovery, reported in June 2025, stunned the scientific community. It challenged everything we thought we knew about Florida's native wildlife and the seemingly invincible Burmese python. The whodunit was solved, but new questions emerged. How did a bobcat pull off such a feat? Could this be the start of a new chapter in the Everglades battle against invasive species? The implications were enormous. To grasp the significance of this event, you need to understand the python problem in Florida. Burmese pythons, native to Southeast Asia, arrived via the exotic pet trade. Released by overwhelmed owners, they thrived in the Everglades subtropical climate. With no natural predators, their numbers exploded in the 1980s and 90s. These giant constrictors eat almost anything: birds, mammals, even alligators, devastating native wildlife. Studies show native mammal populations have plummeted by over 90% in areas with high python densities. Pythons also compete with native predators, threatening species like the endangered Florida panther. Their reproductive power is staggering. One female can lay up to 100 eggs. Despite massive removal efforts, pythons remain entrenched, hidden in the vast Everglades. They are one of the world's most damaging invasive species, pushing the ecosystem to the brink. Against this backdrop, the bobcat's act was a rare glimmer of hope. The bobcat, a symbol of stealth and adaptability, is a key predator in Florida, usually hunting rabbits and rodents. The idea of a bobcat taking on a 13-foot python seemed impossible, until now. Typically, pythons have been the predators, even preying on bobcats. Native animals often don't recognize invasive species as threats or prey, making invasions so destructive. But this attack flipped the script. A bobcat saw the python as food, not a monster. It hunted, killed, and decapitated the snake, then cached the head, a sign of planning and learned behavior. This is the first solid evidence of a native mammal turning the tables on an adult python. While alligators sometimes eat pythons, for a land mammal to do so is extraordinary. It's a sign the ecosystem may be starting to fight back. The bobcat's success likely had an invisible ally: the weather. The attack happened after a major cold snap in December. Burmese pythons, cold-blooded and adapted to tropical climates, become sluggish and vulnerable in the cold. Their metabolism slows, movements become clumsy, and they seek warmth, making them easy targets. For a warm-blooded bobcat, this was the perfect opportunity. The cold snap leveled the playing field, turning a formidable predator into a slow-moving meal. The bobcat could attack with less risk of being caught in the python's coils. This environmental factor is crucial. It suggests such predation may be seasonal, peaking in winter. Understanding this helps scientists predict when native predators might have the upper hand. Even the most successful invader has a weakness, and for the python, it's the cold. The bobcat's victory sparked hope among conservationists fighting to save the Everglades. For years, the python invasion has meant bad news for native species. But this event offered a new narrative. Nature is adapting. The bobcat's predation is a sign of ecological resilience, the ability of an ecosystem to recover from disturbance. If bobcats can learn to hunt pythons, it could create a new form of population control. The real significance is the potential for this behavior to spread. Bobcats are intelligent. If one learns, others may follow, and mothers could teach their young. Over generations, this could lead to python specialist bobcats, adding pressure on the invasive snakes. Scientists are watching closely, searching for more evidence and hoping this is the start of a trend. Each new case strengthens the belief that native wildlife is fighting back. For the first time in years, there's real hope for the Everglades. The bobcat's feat has inspired researchers to look for other native predators targeting pythons. During the same winter, scientists found another large python killed and partially eaten. This time, evidence pointed to a Florida black bear. Black bears are powerful, intelligent, and could easily overpower even large pythons, especially during cold snaps. If bears are joining the fight, the odds of controlling the python population improve. These events signal a shift. Pythons, once the hunters, are now becoming the hunted. Native predators adapting to target pythons is a crucial development. Human-led removal is important but limited. Nature's own response could be a game changer. This is not a silver bullet. The python problem is massive, but it's a hopeful sign. The Everglades predators are learning, adapting, and fighting back. They are no longer passive victims but active participants in the struggle for their home. Each victory, no matter how small, is a step toward restoring balance. The ecosystem is showing its resilience. The story of the bobcat and the python is a lesson in nature's resilience. Ecosystems are dynamic, always adapting, even in the face of unprecedented threats. This event shows how nature can begin to heal itself, slowly, as animals learn new behaviors. It's a reason to invest in protecting wild spaces and supporting conservation. Florida is home to many native snakes, most of them harmless and vital for the ecosystem. Understanding which species are native and which are invasive is key to ecological health. The path forward is twofold: continue human-led python removal and support research and education. Scientists tracking pythons and studying these events are critical to the fight. The beheaded python is a symbol of hope, proof that nature can fight back. Our role is to help the ecosystem recover, giving native species the chance to adapt and thrive. The future of the Everglades depends on it.